Yo, people, welcome back to the quick fix that is. It's going on here with Ari and Javi. What going on, ladies? Why you look so academic today?
Such a little kid.
Hmm?
You know, when they just grab something like, whatever.
You looking preppy?
Yeah.
Yes, preppy is the word.
Preppy.
Academic.
Yeah. Good work.
But she look like she could have go university.
yeah, you look like you have 6 or 7 subjects.
Studios.
What do my thing?
Yeah, okay. My thing.
You know, say the average subject people have 8, not 6, right? You have 6? A 6 you get?
No.
How much you get? 5?
I think the average is 6.
8. Most people get 8 subjects.
Well, I have 7. I did 7.
I'm going to feign ignorance and pretend I don't remember how much subjects I have.
Cause of 4 you get.
Or I'm not going to reveal it for fear of people won't think that I'm as smart as I think I am.
Oh, okay. All right.
Anyways, Javi, it's quick fix time for people who aren't familiar with quick fix. Why was this?
Woo! What a start.
What a great start. But people who aren't familiar with quick fix, Javi, please do tell me what it's all about. But before you do that, tell them who it's brought to them by.
Sure. Quick Fix is brought to you by Prison Marketing Consultants, the public relations and media platform catering to the Caribbean diaspora. Quick Fix is also brought to you by Magnum. Magnum celebrating 25 years of dancehall. Quick Fix is a roundup of the news that we've missed in the week. So let's go ahead and get started. Alkaline recently sat down with veteran journalist Cliff Hughes for his first on-air interview in over a decade. However, many fans were left disappointed and critics split as Alkaline doubled down on his signature aloofness, with answers like Maduma Tingman when asked about his academic achievements and a seemingly disinterested tone throughout the interview. Here's a clip.
And without thinking about it, I want you to tell me what comes to mind.
Right.
Earl Barkley.
J that man. General. Yeah, man.
Your dad. Charmian what?
Source. Motivation. Inspiration. Backbone.
Kimona Barkley. Yeah?
Yeah, man.
Karine. Arden.
Foundation. Foundation.
Yeah. The other one? Donald Trump.
Mad thing.
You're saying the president is mad?
No, Jamaican term, mad thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Andrew Holness.
Mad thing.
Mark Golding.
Mad thing.
Time come or choose Jamaica?
What again?
Time come or choose Jamaica?
Time come, I choose Jamaica. What does that mean?
So, what are your thoughts on this?
Can I go first? Because I'm gonna be short.
Well,
I
Nara
was
started.
just about to say I'm going to keep this short.
Oh, okay, all right.
But
Next
let's put that to the test.
No. Go ahead.
Let's
Okay.
put it to
Go
the
ahead.
test. Let me
All
check.
right, let's go. I'll keep this short. There's been a lot of reaction, a lot of talk surrounding this interview. I'm going to run with the premise that this was done on purpose. The aloofness, that is. I'm going to run with the premise that the Data fans and the Kaka fans are saying. Right now, I will question what was the purpose of this interview. The interview was done before new rules. I'd like to think that the purpose of the interview or the function of the interview would be to attract an audience to new rules. Not to say that there won't be an audience there.
True.
But the fact that one, you do this before new rules, the fact that you did this with Cliff Hughes, in my mind, there's going to be some intersectionality happening there with Alkaline's fans, fans of Cliff Hughes, viewers and watchers of Nationwide.
Yeah.
I will ask the question for the Data fans out there that are running with this premise that this sort of interview was done on purpose. Do you think that somebody who watches Nationwide or is a viewer of Cliff Hughes would watch this and say, hey, I'm going to go to that show.
I'm impressed with this.
I'm
young man.
impressed with this young man.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to listen more of his music.
Yeah.
I'm just putting that question out there to them. Rhetorical question, right?
Is it?
No, I received empirical data. Empirical data. People actually send me messages, DM me and say, Naro, I don't know why them send me the message. I don't know. I'm
Like,
a big fan.
what about
I'm a
you?
big fan. Right? Naro, after watching this interview, I don't want to go to the show anymore. No. If it's that he was doing this on purpose, if it's that he was being a troll on purpose, is it that him just wanted to do that to get people talking? To get the attention of the people?
It gets the
It's
people
pro-
going.
that is- Was that the function?
Yeah.
Was the function of the interview to consolidate the data fans them and to have them rallying? Because if that is the function, job done.
Then that worked.
It worked,
Mhm.
right? If the function of the interview was to get a new audience to attend new rules,
Mhm.
to attract a new audience to your brand, I'm not so sure if that
If it
that
worked
interview
there.
accomplished that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm running with the premise.
Mhm.
It was a troll.
The-
I'd much rather believe that than to think that him actually was aloof
Mhm.
during the interview.
The person they said why?
I'm with the fans.
The person they said why them don't want to go to the show again?
Because of the interview. They said that.
No, meaning like what specific in
Him
the
lame.
interview?
It looked it was boring.
It was boring, that's what I'm saying. And because of him going to the interview.
Mm.
More than one person might talk about, by the way. Tell me.
Yeah.
What else I say?
Sad.
And they look like they had tickets to go to, so yeah.
It won't look so.
Yeah.
Up
But
for
yeah,
sale.
yeah, I figure. I mean, if you already buy the ticket, I'm not fucking
Them can
buy the
sell
ticket
it.
and
Tell it.
yeah, okay, that's an option. Are you finished? Sorry.
I'm finished.
Yeah.
Okay.
I try only in the 15-minute rant and die I try.
Okay, no, I appreciate the fact that it was provocative. It got the people going.
Without a doubt.
I think I was asking, is it better to do a great interview that everyone talks about, or it's also good to do an interview that people hate? Nara always said to me, the worst thing for any performer to get is indifference or dead silence. You don't want people to be indifferent towards you and your craft or whatever you do, because indifference means hate. Really, that really is the opposite of love.
Not necessarily hate. Indifference don't necessarily mean hate. Just
No, meaning I don't care.
yeah,
like,
you don't.
And I'm thinking that I was just like, man, God, to do an interview is so bad, because it was really a bad interview, and I think more beyond the scope of it being awkward and his aloofness and everything, it was just boring. I think that's the main thing that I was saddened by the interview. It gave nothing but just boring. It was just a boring
And
interview.
according to data fans, that was the purpose. To give
But
nothing.
but then you see, you're an entertainer. Entertainer and boring should not be synonymous, or should not be in your name any at all. And again, you don't have to be like the mistake. Because I think of the Kanye interview where he's like, I don't know, we're not where this kind of spoof is like, oh, what's your fit? I don't know. That had a little charm. That had a little kind of finesse and again the mystique around it that was engaging. But it was just a boring interview. I don't know. It's like to do a great interview. Of course, everybody wants to do a great interview, but to do such a bad interview, it was really bad to me.
You to mix up. You don't want the man talk about him life and get
no, but that's the thing. That's the thing. You get nothing. You got nothing new from him. In the space of 10 years, not new. That's crazy. But anyways, it did what it was supposed to do in terms of get the people talking. That's good. But to gain new fans, obviously that was not the case. As you say, consolidate the data fan.
Intention.
him consolidate the data fund.
Mhm.
You're right. It get the people going.
Mhm.
If he was going for mysterious and if he was going for mysterious, I think that failed. But he definitely got aloof and boring. So yeah.
You mix up. Yeah, bad man.
And I wasn't even looking for, because even the question
God.
even the question that he asked about
Who asked?
Cliff, obviously,
Mhm.
asked about Jamaica or like Trump or name something there.
Mhm.
He could have just to show that, because he predates dunceness in the dancehall scene. He predates dunceness, right? The
Yeah,
trend
yeah,
of
yeah.
dunceness. So like, even for sure say I don't care about entertainment matters, it would have been so surprising if he gave such like an engaging, interesting answer or response to
Mhm.
Donald Trump. Something like, for sure, oh, he's more than okay, that's why I'm going to Cliff Hughes. So it wasn't even about mix up. Like I expected the response to the cartel question,
I
but
mean, for the
it was
people
just
them out there that are
boring.
saying that's mix up, it's not
Exactly.
that the people them wanted mix up. Them
It's
just wanted
not
engaging. Them just wanted
engaged.
something, charming, something.
Yeah.
But I am running with the premise. I'm agreeing with Uno said this was trolling on purpose.
But,
bad troll.
but for the entire thing,
Yeah,
like
it's performance art.
I can get it for a part of it.
No.
Like the first part, and then Cliff I gonna say, all right, be real ready for answer some real question though. Like, let's be serious. We didn't get that at all. Like, I was watching the entire thing waiting, like, okay, let's see if he's really going to get better during the interview. But like, that's how I found it.
Cliff was like,
Please, I'm trying my best. First of all, big up Cliff. Big up to you, Uncle Cliff. Job well done.
I think he missed an opening because he with the cartel thing, right? When I saw that, I'm like, that's something I would do. That's something you would do.
But that's cool.
Like, it's
Like it must
any
have
journalist
vibes.
worth themselves
Yeah.
would have find that opening and open it up
Shoo.
further. You see me?
Yeah.
I expected him to dig further there in that topic with the cartel thing. Because
True.
like, if I mean like, vibes, as in like, you mean vibes cartel, and then I ask for I'll you that say, you mean vibes cartel? You know your style. You see me? And then would have dig further into that topic.
Several chances.
I expected that from Cliff. But
Yeah.
otherwise, Cliff was Cliff.
There were several instances where I was like, all right, Cliff, you probably could have played into this a little more.
Yeah.
But I was saying kudos to him for actually sticking to the script and trying to get him to engage more. It's not easy.
Even I try.
It's not easy.
I don't know if
We
he was
know.
letting on the act either because this is a troll.
No, but we
But maybe
know.
he was in on it.
Me not think so because just look, enough me we can get from that interview there though. Like just the way how Clifford looked upon him, like, you gotta give me something, like more. Like, what you mean? What you mean? Please.
I was like 3 times asking your style. What's your style?
And
My
it's
style
like,
is my style.
Cliff is like, all right, maybe before ask it a different way and say, I don't know. And then sometimes when you're nervous,
Yeah.
you kind of take a little while for warm up. So I don't know
Yeah.
if that was the case. And Cliff like kind of pick up that. But we here know that it's difficult to speak to someone who is barely answering or barely give you an answer that you can give her like a follow-up question to it, or like him literally never did that give you nothing. From as a basic question like school. Which school you go? Man, Alkaline look like, which school did he go again? Like him pause, him never remember which school. It's like him totally disconnected. So for me, the interview, as I say, Ari, boring, it fell flat. And I just wanted to see more from him, like, okay, Erlan is recluse. Him ask a question, and I said, that's
He's
the
recluse,
perfect time for you to say yes. Erlan, I saw him stay, but Alkaline is this person. So him use Alkaline as him alter ego for show a different side. Like, this is the artist, the writer, the creative. But we never did really get that from the
I
interview.
think about
So.
it too deep, mama.
Yeah, I guess.
And you don't know that way.
Yeah.
I mean, I was just thinking, Anthony Miller was right. Even when he did an interview, he was inaccessible. And that's the ironic thing about it all.
And I just don't know that way.
Yeah.
I'm not that on him level of genius or intellect.
Isn't he locked up?
That kind of funny. And then Cliff Hughes answering affirmatively. Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
that did funny.
That's like
I
Cliff.
know Cliff Hughes. Why you are playing
That
at
was
the
the biggest story of last year.
Cliff Hughes, yeah, for
The man walked free July 31st.
Isn't he locked up?
Bro, after
Yeah.
this, I was like, I want to talk to Cliff.
Yeah, Cliff.
Me
Why you
want to
feel
talk
like
to
you
you.
did for say yes? Listen, okay.
Like, how you feel
that did
after
fun.
this, Cliff? I
That
really
did
want to
funny.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we not talk long.
And I jab it on the longest actually. So look at
No, it's not me. Lies.
which leads to our next story. Yeah.
Yes. Get this. Vibes Cartel says members of them not get no show. So dancer star Vibes Cartel recently had a post and delete moment after he shared his thoughts in a live video on Instagram. Here's a clip.
There, on the way to Europe. We're doing Germany. We're doing Amsterdam. We're doing France. Then we're doing Wireless in London. One World Boss. Remember them now get no show. Once every 4 months them the show. And if them did I charge my price, them are dead for hungry. But this under my nose. Clouds.
So, guys, what are your thoughts on this?
No, well, he had to delete it because, fair enough, Alkaline did sold out shows in UK, Canada, and he's been touring the New Rules Festival. I think he's been touring the New Rules Festival. So, to say he's not getting dates and like him do 3 shows a year, I don't know. That's between them, but him get show and he do him own show. So, credit to him. Whatever. But I think this rivalry is gonna last until the ends of time. Let's see.
As a generational one for you. But while I go on, who said him attack?
Yeah,
Who said he wasn't referring to?
it's just time. I guess the timing, everybody
It's the
just
time, People
associates
are reading
it.
to it as well, and plus the fact saying post it and delete it.
So, question: who could he be talking to?
Whole heap of people now get no show.
Yeah, but them no matter in the grand scheme of things.
So yeah, they must have talk about somebody who matters.
Yeah,
It's a
I mean, who was relevant this week?
A quick clap back.
Yeah,
But
right.
any locked up.
I'm
You ain't
free.
getting shows.
I'm free. I'm free.
Well, that's how I look into it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's not a
Anyways.
far reach to think is him.
Okay, we're running with premises here today, right? Let's run with the premise.
Hypothesis.
Hypothesis. Kartel did indeed. This was a response to Alkaline and the interview that he did, right? I feel like this is beneath Vibes Cartel to be doing these things, not for say necessarily engaging on a war with it, but just remember the type of path that you are right now. You say it himself, saying not depend on clashing thing right now, very. So doing these things are go betray that talk, if you will. I just feel like there's more to do, and the path that you're on does not include an online back and forth with an artist right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Go ahead.
Question.
Javi said that about it. You're kind of
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, he can be above rivalry, but he's not above being petty. And if you want to be petty, I'm gonna be petty too, bitch. You ain't getting no shows. I'm above rivalry. I'm above beef.
and the
I'm above
premise
clashing.
and the premise out there's not me
but
saying
me
this.
not above for say, bitch, you ain't getting no show.
Sadness. The premise out there just to
Yeah, your premise.
respond at least to talk on something that you said. The premise is that because he's not getting shows, that is why I'm going to put on him own shows. That's the thought.
No, he's
That-
been an independent person, and
Well,
clearly
yeah.
he has. I mean, whether it was out of necessity or out of strategy, he's been able to build something. And we're talking about Alkaline now. He's been able to build something.
Which is something that
New
should be
rules,
commended.
which is
In all
commendable.
seriousness.
Like him not depend on nobody for promote him and book him on him own show. Him create him own show, and he's been able to sustain himself throughout these past years. So I mean, to say I'm not getting a show, because I mean everybody's doing that. Like Kartel is literally putting on Freedom Street, like it's Freedom Street World Tour. Come on.
Yeah. And
so,
Alka get him sold out shows too, so.
Which is
yeah.
right.
So yeah.
Shout out to the two man.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Shout outs.
You ain't getting no shows.
Moving on.
Gosh.
All right, so moving on. Upcoming dancehall artist Bad Skylar's mom
Oh no, okay.
recently
serious.
came forward with damning allegations against popular dancehall artist Stalk, Ashley, and her manager Jax. In the video, she claimed that Stalk, Ashley, and manager allegedly drugged and took advantage of her 19-year-old daughter. Stalk, Ashley's legal team has since released a statement. In short, it reads: our clients, professionally known as Stalk, Ashley, and Jax, issued the following statement in response to certain allegations recently circulated online in connection with their limited association with the recording artist known as Bad Skylar. Our clients are aware of several videos and social media posts currently circulating on TikTok and other platforms containing serious claims regarding their conduct. The statements made in those videos and posts are false, defamatory, and without factual foundation. Our clients fully and firmly deny all such allegations. Bad Skylar's mom also released an apology. Here's a clip.
I'm making this video to apologize to Stalk Ashley about some things that I've said. I reacted because I am a mother first, and when I saw my daughter in that state, saying all these things, I was very, very hurt. And so I came and I talked about it. So my sincere apology.
So guys, what do we make of this, Naru?
These are very serious, damning allegations.
Yeah.
And I know that it evokes several strong emotions from people. But I hate when people just jump out the gate and just run with certain things and say like it's gospel and say, yeah, I saw it go for real. The fact of the matter is, you don't know nothing, me not know nothing, you don't know nothing, I don't know nothing. Somebody just, of course, when you hear certain things, I'm gonna say it evoke a whole heap of strong emotions on people.
Yeah.
It's a very sensitive, touchy topic, a serious allegation.
Especially what the mother say.
Especially with
The
the whole Diddy thing
allegations, yeah.
going on in the background in the zeitgeist right now. But the fact of the matter is, we don't know the facts. So yes, it's natural for us as human beings when you hear certain things like this, like I say, I believe this, I believe that. But people out there just jump out of the gate and say, yeah man, down with this person. Yeah man, I don't like them things.
No.
I personally don't like it. Right? I've spoken to Jax, she's manager of Stalk Ashley. When you talk to him, he claims that there's more to the story. You kind of get more, at least that side of say, there's more to the story from the mother. When she touch upon like mental health issues that Bad Skylar is going through and them thing now.
Right.
In the retraction.
In the retraction that is, right?
The mother's retraction.
I think we just have to leave it. I think the statement, looking on it from their side, was the right move to do. Just put out a statement and make sure say, this no further tumbleweed and do
Into
these
not
things.
anything else.
Exactly. And yeah, it's a very sensitive topic, and I just hope that people just treat it as such without jumping out the gate and say, yeah man, down with she and cancel she and cancel this a person's like,
Yeah, they're quick
we
to say that.
don't know. And that's all me have to say.
Yeah.
If it's that these allegations that much as this as well, if it's that the allegation is true, of course, who forget punish. You state that very clearly. Right?
True.
There we go.
That's it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit unfortunate. I mean, this whole thing kind of boxed with that interview there, funny enough. It's sad. I'd honestly want to hear from Bad Skylar. I think she would be the main person that I'd want to hear from. This is all third party, especially coming from her mother. So, I mean, of course, your mom is your defender. You probably share things with her or whatever. But I think Bad Skylar would be the person to come out and, confirm, because the mother, obviously, most of us should have seen the retraction of Bad Skylar's mom. But what's so funny is when I look on the comments under the video, everybody's like, "Oh, I bad up," and I'm like, "Jaja, you see?" She come out and she say, you know, she spoke. Sorry, and you know, it was not true, and I'm sorry. Immediate people thinking that
Intimidation.
it's
Money.
you know, she get something all right, da 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 da, and I'm like, damn, like several things could have been happening. Like she could have, I mean, it could be a sincere retraction, you know, like sincerely, you know. And again, you have to talk to Bad Skylar to say, what was the impetus? Like, why would your mom say that? Like, what did you say to your mom? Like, what's happening? You know, so it's again with the did it situation in the background looming. It kind of is on, you know, like we see so many horroring things about, and we know so many horroring and traumatic things happening in the music industry.
Yeah.
Where it's a quid pro quo situation, but I don't know, it just seemed weird. Like, me, I say, well,
It literally
That's-
come out of left field.
yeah,
Like,
and
never
I mean,
expect that.
I guess because we know Stalk Ashley, you know, interviewed her several times, so it's not necessarily, you know, trying to pick up for her or whatever, but it's just
Not at all.
it just seemed unlike her, you know. And again, I would love to talk to Bad Skylar. I think Bad Skylar should be the one to come out to say Ernie, or, you know, give some kind of context to, especially why her mother would come out and just make these damning accusations, you know. And, you know, and speak to the retraction. So until then, I would literally refrain from giving my input, because I do like the perpetrator in this scenario, and I would hope that it's not true. But again, I'm waiting until further information comes out, especially from the victim side, and you know, if in alleged victim, right? And let's see what happens from here. I think we need to be careful. Social media is a dangerous platform, and you know, you say these things, baseless accusation, and it's forever stained on the person, and that's going to be a hard thing, especially if it's you know, it's going to be a hard thing for people to kind of get out of them head, or, you know, move past. Like, it's always going to be that lagging in the back of them head, and it's just unfortunate.
Yeah.
In the whole situation,
It is
true or not true, real or not real, founded or unfounded, it really is a bad situation on both sides. You know, to be falsely accused is bad, or to really go through these traumatic incidences is bad.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm hoping that the victim can share her story on our platform, and just give some context as to why her mom would actually come out and make these damning accusations. That's all.
Yeah, and even with that too, because they say it's unlike her, but at the end of the day, we really have to just accept that we don't really know people. We don't know. We can't take any sides because we don't know the full story. We don't have the full story. There are two sides, so we need more information. But at the same time, I'm like, this is a private situation. That
this is a criminal.
No, but it shouldn't have been public. That's
right,
what I'm
that's
saying.
What I'm saying,
They should have dealt with it privately. So even to say, you know, we'd like to hear from Skylar, a part of me kind of want them to just deal with it privately. And then there is a question mark too, to say her mom is the person who made the allegations, but she's saying that her daughter is going through the mental health issues. So is it that you're saying that she told you a lie? Like, no. It's not Skylar herself say it, and then you can say.
That's what I'm saying. I would want for Skylar to bring some context to the situation.
It's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird. But looking at those things, you're like, okay, obviously there's more, and they just need to deal with it. Yeah.
It's a sad situation on our own. I mean, you know, Stalk and her team, Stalk and Jax, did the best that they could, which is to get legal representation, and, you know, try their best to out this fire. It's a really bad fire. It's a really heinous thing to be accused of.
Yep.
So hopefully the truth can prevail and can be as loud as this accusation.
I do not know you. You are not my mother. I don't know because you used to me from 14, 15, 16. You fed me to the dogs. Why do you care now when I'm up? Why do you care? Just leave me alone and vanish. Bye.
Oh my god. Bro, please, bro. I feel like this change of anything.
I'm not hear you, babes.
I say, if you up to me, you know, say that would not against me, against my will, but what did I tell you? And just because I give that right, I shall bad. All the love, man, I can't my phone for 2 days straight, but like it after me, you know, we need some time to process what we got, and I'm gonna wake up, everybody I come, auntie, sister, everybody, yo, it's what you post, what you post. She post up with a road, this and I said, God, please, no, not right. Because that was never the case, you know. I'm not to pay like on top like that. You want to start telling me, so you want to make us she got on a station with Batman. I'm not going to fool you.
She got on a station with Badman?
No, she got on a station with her cell phone. When we do it pavilion. No, I'm going on to say it, but we don't know what it. We're on the road that we got a private doctor the next day, and she's going to the place and come and start coming in. So I said, and she said, my wife, get up. So to get up, and she started like, man, I said, oh, when. By the time we look, the woman told me, say, the woman there is nothing, man. She is not who she is. But there's nothing, man. It's not like I can't, bro. And she said, I'm not taking no money from her either. So I'm going to say, wait. So all my life, I'm going to show you all life. I'm a mother, to be honest. Get me for ritual and them shit, she don't get it. Well, I just go to it, but at the same time, I'm just like you guys say, I'm not even into that.
So, yeah, I mean, boy, I never hear a mouth me I hear nothing from, so you understand? But at the same time, this will cause some damaging thing, like this will damage me, bro, like in a real time.
No, same, but I like, man, I didn't want to go back on the feeling internet. Really, just didn't want to even show us that one time what this was about, it was my story to tell, and nobody else heard. So even if not, why the heck would you? It was never nobody else's story, and it's not true what she is.
It's not true, exactly, and that may I say, bro, and may I say, alright. Sky, you actually have been through a lot. You told me all of the things that you go through. And she turned upon me, and I turned it, everything around upon me, and Jax as the abuser. I mean, I say, bro.
She take it upon me too, but I said, I can't write it, and she can make it, when I honestly, I would really don't know what to do much. One big, and then be a conscious basically. I mean, I just be for me. I'm not going to sit down and can this, but I able to. And they never remember that.
Yeah, I don't know what the next course of action will be, but some damage control needs to be done, Sky, because right now, to how it looks.
I believe that she is coming, isn't it?
Listen, death threats. May I get death threats? Literally. May I get death threats?
To them, she call I'm going to tell him, say, oh, she not going to and you can come down with some. I said, what the fuck you trying to do now? You're going to say, wait, you want to kill them now?
Because she gone back on TikTok and post something about family fuck up the abuser. I mean, I say, bro, but no matter how you try to help them, and some me don't really know what the fuck is happening. Like, me don't know, like.
Bro, I'm not telling you true, but I love me anything like that. And them people in the road, they never have nothing to do with what happened. Even talk up to people in that just because when you go on this day and tell you just tired. Because like I have my phone, I'm not even using my phone for 2 days. They must not even, I have my phone right now. For sure, yeah.
Oh my god. Some have to do, Sky, like you have to surface or say something, dog, because them avoid she said as gospel. You understand? And nothing no go so, bro.
Listen, I'm gonna take my need for them is come tell my side of my story, the abusive side and the other side. But them to say it's not. Because we don't know, but if you ever put my baby out there like that, then it's supposed to be a car. But no matter how you try for them to see how you feel. What may I say is, bro, she never consider nothing. She never fact check. Alright, even if you did believe say nothing goes so. You could reach out to any of us. You never reach out to the police. All she do is go straight at TikTok with it. It blow up on TikTok, in a brother. Bro, we never. So the material mistakes for me. I say, oh God, man, I have to do what the hell? You have to, I think you have to surface and say something, dog, because everybody's still around with what she obviously, and it damaging to you as well. Like, get what I say? It make you look away, and it also make you look like. Babe, she not in a condition. Oh, she not in the condition for do that. No, well, me not force it. Me not force it. But just I say, you understand?
I was tell me run out with. I'm a believer. What the fuck y'all come tell the people them now? I will never look back at you. I swear. I'm going to tell you when my dead, don't come to my funeral. You don't have no mother. Yeah? You not no mother. It done now. You see all of the problem them? I was okay. I was happy. I was doing good until Sunday when we get called from be a family member to come pick you up and me take my last blood clot 4,000. 5 I'm gonna give the driver 4,000 that just to come blood clot help you. And see, and me have to take you to the hospital. That always show you say, and me always come see you, but you see that done with. And every time you run up me a blood clot run up, because a wicked fucking little girl. You're wicked.
All right. And that's it for Quick Fix. Thank you so much for watching. And remember to subscribe, like, share, and leave a comment down below.
Tell me who that win in a clash. Ziddy or EU boss Michael Jackson. Tell me.
So not related to what we talk about today.
Levity.